Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Today I'm pre-planning in my Wonton and a Million inserts using CaressPress's Call of the Disco Ball kit. I decided to do a little New Year's tag for this video, so I'm not going to be talking about the stickers, but I'll have all the shops linked in the description and tagged on Instagram for anyone who is curious. So I'm going to hop in with the questions. I'll also have those in the description bar as well if anyone else wants to hop in on this. Question 1, 3 words to describe last year. 2020 was a fucking year, man. Chaotic, exhausting, and growth. Next question, what was your most played song? Honestly, the entire Wake Up Sunshine album by All Time Low on repeat all year was like one of the only things to get me through 2020. Okay, so next question is, who is your favorite content creator? Okay, well, so I don't want to say any planners because there are so many that I watch and love, and I don't want to forget anyone. So I'll just go with the vloggers, I guess, but I really enjoyed Carly and Aaron's content this year. They're a duo channel and they beautifully and quickly, I will say, adapted their content to be COVID safe, which they are still doing. And I really appreciate and respect that. And I wish a lot of other influencers would have done the same. James Charles. But I also think that Chris Clemens is really funny, and I appreciate all of his COVID protocols too. Next question is, what were your favorite TV shows? Obviously, Schitt's Creek, Jeopardy. We got very into Jeopardy this year. Fargo, Dairy Girls, Sex Education, Ozark. Ozark is so fucking good. Outer Banks, Kingdom, and Glow. I think those were all of my favorites this year. Okay, next question is, what was your favorite meme? Okay, I don't know if this is recency bias, but the don't worry about what's in the vaccine meme is so fucking funny to me. And then the Ratatouille musical is also just so funny. And then the World War III memes, like, those, I can't. Those were so good. Like, I'm sorry, but as millennials and Gen Zs, our collective generations are just so fucking funny, dude. Okay, next question is, what was your single biggest time waster? Oh God, obviously TikTok, like, whose wasn't TikTok, you know? But I do think that TikTok has also been an invaluable resource, so, you know, maybe we didn't waste all that time after all. Okay, the next question is, what was an unexpected obstacle? Ugh, oh my God. Literally all of it. And then the next question is, what was an unexpected joy? Virtual concerts. I would give literally anything to be smashed up against a bunch of sweaty people with 6-foot-tall drunk guys blocking my view, stepping in questionable sticky liquids, screaming my heart out to my favorite songs with my favorite people right now. I will never, ever take that for granted again. But I'm only 5'2". I'm a little shorty. And in my 20-ish years of going to shows, oh God, I'm so old, but I've never had a great view. And I've got to say, it's been pretty damn great to be able to watch all of my favorite bands with a perfect view from the comfort of my couch while stuffing my face, hanging out with my cat. Next question is, what was your biggest achievement of the year? Like, honestly, just surviving. No, but I didn't really accomplish a lot last year. to be perfectly honest. I did win my Big Brother draft again, though. I'm currently undefeated, and I'm a very, very competitive person, and I put way too much self-worth in my ability to pick Big Brother drafts. My BB20 draft was actually legendary. It was for sure one of my glory days moments, but my roster for BB22 was a little rocky, I'm not gonna lie, but ultimately I did win, and that's all that matters. So next question is, what is your biggest regret of the year? I wish I hadn't wasted it, I guess. I mean, I worked full-time through all of it, so I didn't gain a lot of free time, and it was a very hard and very weird year for customer service, so the burnout was real, and I just didn't have the mental energy to work on the things that I wanted to. And also, TBH, I wish I would have eaten less, because now I just have to work so much harder to achieve my fitness goals, but whatever. Next question is, what are your goals for 2021? I have so many goals, but the few main ones are, I really want to paint more. I can't really do pastels while I'm working just because of how messy and dusty they are, and I just don't want all of that all over my room, but I can definitely watercolor while I'm working. So I want to do that, and I really want to develop my skills more in both of those areas. And also I want to set up a designated art space, and I want to get back into therapy and on ADHD meds and antidepressants, and I also just want to be more consistent with my planner content. I have no illusions. I know I'm never going to be an upload every week kind of person, but I just want to put out more content this year than I did last year. I have so many ideas and videos that I want to do that I just never end up doing because of executive dysfunction and ADHD. If anyone is interested in a dedicated plan with me where I talk about ADHD, let me know, and I can definitely do that, because it is kind of debilitating, I'm not gonna lie, and there are so many misconceptions about it. I also have OCD, so I put a lot of pressure on myself with my content, and I really want to not do that anymore, because at the end of the day, no one really cares if something's not perfect, And I also want to get better at responding to people, because I want to continue to develop friendships in this community, and B, one of my biggest fears in life is coming off as rude. I promise I'm really nice, I think at least, but I just have anxiety, and talking to people just doesn't come naturally to me. So I have to work myself up to replying, but then because of the executive dysfunction, days or weeks will pass, and I'll remember that I never responded, and then I'll just be like, oh fuck. So I also really want to work on that this year. Next question is, what 2021 movie are you most excited for? Shang-Chi, I guess, if I had to pick one. Okay, I don't know why I just said if I had to pick one. I literally don't even know any 2021 movies coming out other than Shang-Chi. But I am personally a Kim's Convenience stan. Definitely check it out if you like Schitt's Creek. But Simu Liu is Shang-Chi, and I have an undying allegiance to him because of Kim's Convenience. So next question is, what are you most thankful for going into 2021? I'm thankful that I have job security, that I'm able to work from home right now, and that my family has been able to stay COVID-free so far. Next question is, what are you most excited for in 2021? The vaccine, the new administration, hopefully I can go back to art class, hopefully movies, hopefully concerts. Please God, please give us concerts back. The last question for this tag is, what was your most memorable New Year's? And this one is, it's a doozy. There are so many layers to this story, and it's a long one, but I made bullet points because it was just so chaotic, and I have to start at the very beginning so you get the full picture of how truly chaotic this night was. So sorry in advance for how long this is about to be, but I'll set the scene. It was New Year's Eve, 2014. We're in Paris. We started the evening off. It was me and my dad. We started the evening off with a nice, pleasant little bus tour around Paris. And it started and ended at this cute little travel agency thing. And it had a free public bathroom, which is a hot commodity in Paris. So since we knew we were going to be out all night, we wanted to go to the bathroom while we could. So everyone was lined up in the basement of this travel agency waiting their turn. Finally, it was our turn. So my dad goes, then I go. And we were quick about it, like in and out. But then we go back upstairs, and the entire travel agency is just pitch black, and we're fucking locked in. And we just look at each other like, what the fuck do we do? And then we had to break out of this travel agency. Luckily, the metal overhead door thing that pulls down on the outside was unlocked. So we were just able to unlock the regular door from the inside and then lock the pull down door thing from the outside. But when I say my life flashed before my eyes, y'all don't even know. So after that ordeal, we made it to the Champs-Élysées at 9:30, 10, and we were starving, so we wanted to get dinner before the festivities, and we just couldn't find a good spot that wasn't completely packed, which was to be expected. But by this point, my knee was killing me because I have chondromalacia, and those cobblestones were not playing. So my dad parked me on a bench for a few minutes so he could try to find something in a less populated area. So I was sitting on this bench alone, and this random guy started talking to me, and I don't know what language he was speaking, but it wasn't French and it wasn't English, so I had no idea what he was saying. And he had this weirdly creepy Joker smile, and he kept scooting closer and closer to me, and then he tried to put his arm around me, so I got up and moved to another bench, and he followed me, and then I went to another bench, and he followed me again. So I started sending my dad SOS texts, and of course, my burner phone just didn't work. And even though this guy was being hella creepy, I didn't want to leave the area because I would have had no way of telling my dad where to find me. And then I eventually saw him, so I just bolted up and I yanked his arm, and I was like, look, bro, we gotta go, don't ask questions. But he had found a super cute 50s style American diner, so we went there and we just had a super classic burger, fry, and milkshake kind of deal, except it was France, where they have, actual regulations and the food is actually real, so it was way better. But after that, we made our way back to Champs-Élysées, and there was a sick light show on l'Arc de Triomphe at midnight. It was so spicy. And there was just such great energy. Everyone was so hyped. It was a good time. And then I guess for safety reasons, there was only one metro station open. Honestly, still unclear as to how that was safer, but okay. But then because of the sheer amount of people all crammed into one station like sardines, it was just taking forever. We were all just kind of standing there looking at each other like, damn, we're about to be here until next New Year's Eve, aren't we? Fuck. We moved maybe 15 feet in an hour and a half, and we were finally in a position where we could exit. So we ran for our lives up those stairs to sweet, sweet freedom. And then there were just no taxis anywhere to be found. So we just started walking in the general direction of our Airbnb, and we were walking for about a half hour and finally found one, but the guy was trying to charge us 250 euros since it was a holiday, and we were just like, nah buddy, get wrecked. And then we started walking again and finally got to another metro station, and we missed the last train to the station nearest our Airbnb by literally 1 minute. But then the lady was like, well, you can take a train to this other station and catch a cab there. So we did that. We finally got a cab, but the cab driver was trying to scam his previous customers who were non-French speaking Americans, and my dad intervened and was like, not today, motherfucker. And there was a bit of back and forth between my dad and the cab driver, and everyone was sure the driver was about to start swinging at my dad. Luckily, it didn't get physical, but for obvious reasons, it was a hella awkward cab ride. But we finally made it back at like 4 or 5 a.m. It was a night. God, that was such a long story. I'm so sorry if you sat through all of that. But that's the end of this tag and the video. But thank you for watching and being here, and I hope I see you in the next one. Later.